Hello again, everyone. Straydog Bill Arnold, aka also known as Straydog Billy, here again, alone again today. Erin's at her booth in Canton, Texas for First Monday, as they call it down here, and we're going to do a song number 1521 and 1521 days in a row. Also, I want to say at the beginning, I always forget to say this, please subscribe to the channel to get as many people on board to spay and neuter their pets as we can, and share it with others to let everybody know what we're talking about here, which is getting control of conception in the dog and cat world so we don't have to keep killing them in the shelters across our country. When they run out of space, there's nothing else they can do. It's just a terrible tragedy, and it can be stopped. Totally stopped if we get control of conception, and that's done through spay and neuter in the dog and cat world. It's as simple as that, and we just got to get everybody on board. So we'll talk more about that after today's song, which is written by my son back in 1969 or 70, probably 70. Bill Jr., who was about 8, 9, 10 years old then, and he wrote this song, and it's a real simple song that is kind of neat though, and we've been doing it ever since, and it's called The Wind is in the Sky. So here we go, 2, 3, 4. Where the wind is in the sky, yes, the wind is in the sky. And I wanna know where my baby goes when the wind is in the sky. Is in the sky. Little guitar, you play it. The wind is in the sky. The wind is in the sky. And I want to know where my baby goes when the wind is in the sky. When the wind is in the sky. Yeah. Yeah, the wind is in the sky. Kind of neat song. Please, everybody, spay and neuter your pets. Adopt from an animal shelter to try to save as many of these precious animals as we can. And that, so we at least saved as many of the ones who are already in the shelters and are in line to be euthanized. It's just terrible to even think of this problem that is going on, and it's been going on for so long. It's just incredible that we've allowed this as a society to let this happen. We are in the year, just last year, 2023, about 2,000, just a little less than 2,000 per day were killed in the shelters all across the United States. 2,000 per day. That adds up to 730,000 just last year were killed in the shelters, unnecessarily killed because they ran out of space. Well, it wasn't necessary because they don't have any more space. And the reason this is happening is because we allow too many to procreate. Back in 2011, it was even far worse. It was 7,000 per day. We got last year was 2,000 a day. Back in 2011, it was 7,000 per day. And back in 1970, believe it or not, I got to keep repeating this because it's just such a horrific figure. 41,000 dogs and cats were euthanized in the shelters across our country. When they ran out of space, 41,000 per day, 15 million that year. Divide that by 365, you get 41,000 per day on the average. Terrible tragedy. It must have been just horrible back then. And we didn't even know anything about it, do we? This is, as I said, this 1970, right? Yeah, this song, the song that we just played, Bill Jr.'s song, it was written that year, and we didn't know, we had no idea. I don't know why we didn't have any idea. Well, there wasn't the internet, so you couldn't Google anything. And I guess you had to look in an encyclopedia, and perhaps we could have done that, but I don't know, nobody ever even thought of it. Terrible tragedy, but so anyway, we can end it though by getting everybody on board to spay and neuter. We have to get complete control of conception in the dog and cat world, and that's done through spay and neuter. We've got to spay and neuter all our dogs and cats, and then this killing will stop and will just end forever, and we won't ever have to do it. All shelters will become like Straydog, no-kill dog shelter I co-founded back in almost 30 years ago now. 30 years ago in October of this year will be the anniversary that when we moved onto the property. We had already been saving dogs and cats before that, but mainly dogs. Well, we always had a few cats too. Anyway, so please, and it costs, go online and make a donation if you can. We got our 501c3 back in '98, so that makes all donations tax deductible to the shelter. So big or small, you can go online and make a donation if you could, please, because it costs a lot more funding, a lot more money to run a no-kill dog shelter, obviously. Not only because we don't kill them, we also, if you don't kill them, then you've got to give them a complete medical care, a complete good nutritious meals every day, and we have and go on adoption days every single week in order to try to adopt out as many as we can, so we can take in more. And so it's just and we've got at Straydog we got 2 big parks where we have dog walkers that take them to the parks. So it costs a tremendous amount of money to run a no-kill dog shelter, and but we've got to make all shelters into no-kill dog shelters, and they will be if we can get complete control of conception in the dog and cat world. So please spay and neuter your pets and adopt from an animal shelter, and we'll be back again tomorrow with another song from Straydog Billy alone tomorrow. Okay, we'll be back.